try this one here.
Circle, the Cape, that's where we are. That's pushing north and to the east.
Let's see if this one works.
So we wait because just up near Louisiana and Arkansas,
Quite loud, but you are louder. At least you guys can hear me. I'm trying to turn the microphone away from that speaker because it's super loud. I barely hear myself talk. I don't know what's happening with the YouTube stream. That seems to be having some issues, but we'll press on. Wind is more annoying. It's very, very windy. That's the one thing that's going on today. Is it is very windy. Trying to make sure that the wind doesn't completely overload the mic or just blow my setup down. So anyways, this is going to be a bit of an awkward setup. Here, let me see if I can fix this mic, get this out of the way. Oh, hey, I see a YouTube comment coming in, so I must be live on YouTube. So anyways, here is, let's see, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that. Oh my goodness, it's a wind muff. It's so windy here. There, right there's the rocket. So rocket's right there. That's what we're looking at for launch. So we're a bit of a ways away, but we are definitely going to see it. It's going to be like a sun in the sky here, even though it's pitch black outside. So we should have you'll definitely see it for sure. So here's the plan, just to get this out of the way. Now that we kind of got the you're cutting out. Yeah, we're gonna have some trouble here with the stream, so that's why I tried to downgrade the quality because you know, the bandwidth out here is not great. So I'm gonna press on with the best I can, but the bandwidth is not gonna be great, so it may cut out. We are what we're gonna do, we'll talk here for a few minutes. We got some time. The count is at T-minus 21 minutes, so we got 21 minutes until launch. We're going to talk for about 15 minutes here. We'll chat it up about the mission, see what's going on, and then about T-minus 5 minutes beforehand, I'm going to stop stream. I'm going to stop talking to the stream. I'm going to keep the stream going so you guys can see what's going on. I'll set I'm streaming on a tablet here. I'll set this down, and then I'll basically point it towards the rocket. So I'll point it towar's the rocket, and that way you guys can see what's happening. But I won't be talking for the last 5 minutes because I got another camera that I'm going to use to video the launch. So at least if the stream is awful, then I can at least upload it later, and you'll see the high quality version. And I've got like 4 cameras here that are going to be recording video. So hopefully one of them will work and will capture it, even if the live stream is not great. So about this mission here itself, just to give you an idea what's going on, this is like the flight that didn't want to go, but now actually weather is looking good. We're about 70% go for weather. We were at 40% go a while ago, so we're now at 70% go, which is great because now we're clear. We're kind of partly cloudy skies, no rain, which is what they were worried about, and it's the wind, which I don't think is going to be that big of an issue. So it looks like we could be go for tonight. The payload itself is a cargo dragon for CRS-17. That's a commercial resupply program for SpaceX, bringing supplies and some science experiments up to the International Space Station. We saw those earlier in the week here at NASA. They've got some tissue chips, which is basically like human tissue, like kidney tissues. There's some other sorts of tissues that I can't remember. I think lung tissue, maybe lung tissue, kidney tissue that they're bringing up to the space station. They're going to do some tests on that. They've got some DNA testing that's going up on the space station, and then they've got OCO3, which is a measuring the carbon here on here on Earth from the space station. So some pretty cool stuff that's going on up there. It's going to be tough for me to explain it all and talk about it in this environment with a low stream here, but that's what's launching today. It was originally supposed to launch last week, got delayed, got delayed a little bit because of the anomaly. They delayed the static fire, then they pushed it to Tuesday. There was, in case you didn't know, there was an anomaly with the SpaceX Crew Dragon. The Crew Dragon. I said it right. So the Crew Dragon, which has some commonality with the Cargo Dragon, but they're not concerned about that today. But the Crew Dragon on the test stand had an anomaly last week. They're still investigating that. Everybody's asking them about it. All the press conferences, everything was all about the Crew Dragon anomaly, but still investigating. Still kind of early for that. We've got, which direction will the launch go over the Atlantic? So this is going to go northeast. This will be a northeastern launch. It will go, so we're at Slick 40, which is Launch Pad 40 on Cape Canaveral Air Force Base. It's like the fourth launch pad down. If you start at 39B, it goes 39B, then 39A, then 41, and then 40. That's where we are right now. So we are, yeah, look at, we've got, it's hard to see in here. I wonder if I can turn, if I turn the light off, I'm going to see if you can see the rocket a little bit better. I'm going to turn my spotlight off here. I don't know if that makes it any better, but that's kind of what we're looking at. You can't really see. It's actually, the live stream doesn't do it justice. If you look on my Twitter account, I actually tweeted a picture because the thing that you can't see here is there's a little bit of cloud cover that's behind the rockets, and the lights from the launch pad are illuminating that pretty fantastically, if I ask me. And I imagine once it launches and you get the light from the rocket, it's going to look fantastic with that cloud cover in the background. So can't really see that on video here. So what else were we saying? So we were getting delayed a whole bunch. Then we were supposed to have, the Blue Dog Cat says, I have NASA TV going, just like to hear you talk. Yeah, this is not going to be a high quality stream here. I mean, I'm here just to chat it up, let you know what's happening with me down here. If you're looking for high quality footage, probably ought to look at the NASA stream or the SpaceX stream, which, by the way, I'm going to get the SpaceX stream up and running here. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Let me just start this up here real quick. I got another tablet, which should give us the, let's see, make sure I can type in my PIN correctly. Let me get this up and running here. Okay, I got a little portable speaker here. Keep that right here next to me. There's all kinds of sounds. We got wind going on. We got the NASA broadcast going on. I got the SpaceX stream going on here, so I can listen to that and hear what's happening on the SpaceX broadcast. So I'll try to update you with what's happening there. I don't have enough hands for this. I need to be an octopus to stream this. Holy smokes! But it looks fantastic out there, which is going to be great. I can't wait to see this launch. It's been a long week. I got down here on Sunday, so we were supposed to launch on Tuesday originally. Left on Sunday. Got down here late Sunday. We had all the tours around the facility and the special access on Monday. Tuesday was a day at Kennedy Space Center to hang around. Wednesday was basically a free day. And today was pretty much a free day to do whatever. And now tonight, Friday morning, is hopefully going to be launch, and then I can go home. There is another launch window tomorrow about the same time. Hopefully it doesn't get to that. But after tomorrow, then it would be like a 1 week delay, because the range is actually closing down for 1 week. So hopefully it doesn't come to that. We just launched tonight, we'll be good. Have the Space Lobster help hold the items. I know, I should have brought the Space Lobster with me. Oh, all right, I hear the SpaceX stream is on. So we got the SpaceX stream is online. We're good to go. Let me just show you real quick. I'm going to show you this way. I don't want to risk freezing up the stream. There's my little SpaceX stream right there, so I can see what's going on. It's madness here. It's craziness. I'm trying to hear everything that's going on, but it's exciting. I can't wait to see that. And then we should get a view of landing. Now, landing is going to happen normally for this type of mission, for a CRS mission. They would land back at the landing site, the LZ-1, which is only like also about 3 miles from here. So we're kind of in the perfect spot if they were doing the landing there. It'd be launched from 3 miles, landing from 3 miles. We're like right in the middle. But unfortunately, because of the anomaly that happened with the Crew Dragon, the test stand for the Crew Dragon is just a couple, not too far from LZ1. It has a big boom. So there's debris that went everywhere. There's hazardous hypergolic fuels that went everywhere. They got to decontaminate it. They've also got to try to find every bit and piece of scrap and debris from that so that they can reconstruct what happened, and they don't want to risk disturbing any of that debris or pushing contamination around or anything like that from the rocket exhaust coming down to land. So instead, they've moved this from the LZ1 out to the drone ship. The drone ship is about 10 miles offshore, so we should still be able to see it come down. We'll definitely see entry burn, maybe landing burn, definitely not the actual landing. We're not going to see touchdown, but we may see the start of landing burn, definitely see entry burn. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you guys that because I'm going to be filming and I can't really point. It's like a 90-degree angle, so I can only show you one or the other. I figure I'll show you the launch. I'm going to film the launch and the landing, and then once I'm just going to have to share it with you after the fact. I'll leave it going so you'll have sound. You can hear maybe some sonic booms. Why do they call it an anomaly? Didn't it just blow up a little? Well, it blew up a lot. But basically, they're going to call it an anomaly because, there is a technical difference between an explosion or technically like a rapid disassembly. Essentially, it exploded. But an explosion generally means that it had some sort of like flammable explosive, but you could also have, with all the pressurized fluids, basically the cryogenics that are in there, you could have a pressure vessel break, and that's technically not an explosion, that's just a breakup. But anyways, it's an anomaly just because they're trying to figure out exactly what happened. They're gonna be very cautious and very technical about it because they don't want to jump to conclusions. So plus it sounds a little more like they know what they're doing if they just say that we had an anomaly versus like it went boom. If they just turned around and went, I don't know, it went boom, something happened, we probably wouldn't have a lot of confidence in SpaceX with the investigation process. So Kevin was asking if it was a flight. I guess no, it was not a flight. This was it was on a test stand. It was held down. It was just they were firing the Super Draco engines, and the anomaly happened just prior to firing the Super Draco engines. So the Super Draco engines, those are the abort motors. They're supposed to take Crew Dragon to safety if something happens. They are hypergolic fluids, which basically means that once they come into contact with each other, they instantly combust, and you get, basically 100% thrust instantly. But the Super Draco engines did not fire. It was just, I think they said it was a half a second before they started firing. So basically during the Super Draco startup process, which is pretty quick, but it's basically valves opening, pressurization coming up, in a quick amount of time. So it wasn't necessarily the Super Dracos themselves, but it was during the activation process of the Super Dracos. So that's what we know really right now. But today's flight, this is a cargo Dragon. Some commonality, like the Draco thrusters, not to be confused with the Super Dracos. The Super Dracos are the abort motors for Crew. The Draco thrusters, those are on both Crew Dragon and Cargo Dragon. And the Draco thrusters, basically, that's what they use for in-orbit maneuvering. Those are much smaller thrusters. Those are common on Crew Dragon and Cargo Dragon. Those were not part of the issue here. So I think we're coming down here on a count. Oh, they did? Uh-oh, I just heard, so it looks like they just scrubbed. Issue was, but they did just scrub for the night. Did you hear the reason why they scrubbed? So we've got a scrub, and it's not gonna happen. Oh, bummer. All right, well, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow it's gonna be about the same time. Let's see. 2 issues. The drone ship is unable to maintain power, and a helium link on the quick disconnect on stage 2.
There is an issue with the drone ship, Joshua. That was supposed to be just a few miles off the coast to allow for the landing of the booster, but there were some problems with it. Yeah, and the details are unknown exactly, so we don't want to speculate because that's not really appropriate to do. They're still kind of working through things. It sounds like it could have been a range issue. So we are going to have to sign off for today. That's going to be all. We are hearing that we're going to attempt again tomorrow. Obviously, stay tuned to NASA.gov for more details on that. But that's really, unfortunately, there's not anything else you can do other than say, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's right. And right now, as you look at the rocket,
all right, well, so there's your scrub. 2 reasons for the scrub. We got an issue with the drone ship out at sea, not able to maintain power, and we've got a helium leak on the quick disconnect for stage 2. So between those 2 items, they're going to scrub. So I am going to head back. I will be here for tomorrow's attempt. Again, hopefully this thing will launch tomorrow. But join me tomorrow. Be about the same time. It's a little bit earlier tomorrow. It's about 20 minutes earlier tomorrow. So hopefully a little bit earlier. It's a good test run for the live broadcast. I'll see if I can figure out what the issues were and try to sort that out for tomorrow. I guess I'm going to wrap for tonight because I got a bunch of equipment I got to pick up, and they're probably going to try to corral me onto the bus pretty quickly. They usually try to get us out of here pretty quickly, so that's it. Unfortunately, scrub tonight. The rocket is right there. We were so close. We were like 15 minutes away, or less than that. We're 7 minutes away from when we were supposed to launch. But not happening again. Such is the life of chasing rockets. Sometimes they scrub. So better to scrub than to have a big boom. We don't want to see that. So, all right, I'm going to pack up, and I'm going to try to sort out some of these streaming issues for tomorrow. But thanks for sticking with me, and I'll post some updates on Twitter. So follow me, twitter.com/OLHCN, and we'll have more updates. We'll try again tomorrow. Join me tomorrow for take 2. All right, thanks guys. We'll talk to you soon. See ya.